Hi everybody! A few people have asked me whether or whether not they should study a foreign language at university. So your opinion may differ from mine, but I'd like to share my 2 cents with you and the reasons I didn't study a foreign language at university. So I studied information design. I've always been passionate about design, as equally passionate as I am about languages. But I wanted to pursue design as a career. I also wanted to combine language learning and design. So I've been able to translate stuff at work and do some research at work in other languages. So I currently do combine design and languages. However, if I had only studied languages, I wouldn't have had the tertiary educational training I have in design currently, and I wouldn't have been able to combine the two. If you study languages, or interpretation or translation or linguistics, your career path might be a little more limited than if you studied something else. There will be jobs for you, don't worry, but in my case I believe that my paths would be wider if I studied design. So I didn't do languages, also for the other reason that I was scared that I would lose the passion and motivation for the language. If you start taking a hobby and doing it at a serious level, like a tertiary level, then I kind of feel, in my personal opinion, that I might have become overwhelmed or tired of the language. What I mean by that is if I get a ton of completely difficult linguistic homework and if I have to go home and stress about the language, instead of going home to relax with the language, I might lose my passion. I can't make the decision for you of what you need to study. So you need to do a lot of introspection and ask yourself, am I going to be able to keep this language on the side in self-study in the case of studying something other than the language? Or if you're going to study the language, do you have it in you to keep pressing on when times are difficult, when you get tired of the language? Because trust me, you do get tired of a language. Even self-study learners sometimes just feel so frustrated and want to give up on the language. So I'm definitely not against studying a language at university. I just didn't do it for a number of personal reasons. If you do want to do it, that's excellent, go for it. But seriously consider the career choices you will have afterwards. It might be a little limiting, but if you're willing to go ahead into translation, interpretation, teaching, book editing, journalism, there is a lot you can still do with a language, but you might not be able to combine it with something else, which you might be able to do the other way around. For example, if you study economics and you learn Korean on the side, you could move to Korea and teach economics or work in a company in Korea. Whereas if you only learned Korean or whatever foreign language, you might not have those other skills to be able to combine the two later. A lot of people just want to do East Asian studies or Korean studies or Japanese studies because they love the country. That is not a good enough reason, because as soon as you finish university, you'll be like, now what? Unless you have a serious plan, like I want to become a literary translator, have that kind of plan, go ahead and study the language. So like I said, I can't make this decision for you. You can look at the courses they have at your local university and some language courses on the side, make a pros and cons list, and after a lot of introspection, the decision is ultimately yours. And I wish you all the best for your future choices, and I'm always supporting you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!